there, my name is Matt Cole, co-producer of the Sexperts podcast, along with my great friend Brian Garrity. Before I begin, I just want to give a huge thanks to our guest during this episode, Rafael Henriquez. He was our original guest exactly 1 year ago today. We would like to thank him so much for getting this little podcast off the ground. He is a great friend of ours. You can see him performing with the Dudes Improv Comedy, of which me and Brian are also members, at the Push Comedy Theater in Norfolk, Virginia. And speaking of the Push, there is a huge show that you do not want to miss coming up March 17th at the Norva at 8 p.m. called Cock of the Walk, the all-male comedy show. All the proceeds are donated towards the YWCA. And if you think you are a funny, talented dude and you think you have what it takes, then come on out to the Push Comedy Theater this Sunday, February 25th at 3 p.m. or Wednesday, February 28th at 6:30 p.m. and audition. You don't need to bring anything, just come and bring your funny. A huge, heartfelt thanks to everybody who made this podcast possible. Derek Munn, who designed all of our graphics, as well as Sky Zentz, who made our theme song, and the Push Comedy Theater, all of its founders, and all the community. Last but not least, I would like to thank all of our Patreon supporters, Austin Johnson, Sandy Cardin, Anna Sosa, Bobby Mercer, and Matt Holman. Without you, we couldn't have done it. And if you would like to donate, even if it's just $1 a month, please go to patreon.com/sexpertspodcast. Thank you guys. It's been a wonderful ride. We've been going strong for a full year and 64 episodes. We can't wait to do another year. If you would like to send us topics or questions, send them to therealsexperts@gmail.com. Without further ado, everything you're about to hear is made up on the spot, so please enjoy this 1-year anniversary sex episode of The Sexperts.
Turn on your computer, dial up the web, download some information into your head. It's Dr. John and Delilah, they're having a great time. That had to do with Simply True, we're the Sexperts.
Intro music, and hi there, welcome to The Sexperts. I am your host, Dr. John T. Alanese, CPM.
And I'm Delilah Haydair, off-season lifeguard.
I thought there was going to be more, so you're just off-season, great.
Well, yeah, I mean, I work year-round, but I go to wherever it's off, like where it's winter.
I gotcha, okay. Well, let's talk about that a little bit later. Right now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Let's do this.
We are all about sex. We are the Sexperts, which is 2 words, sexual and Pertise. So, sexual Pertise, we are the Sexperts. We're coming to you live from a different location every day, every year. This is our biggest time of the year because it's our anniversary that we've come together as 2 Sexperts.
And our 401ks are doing great.
Right. And and we're here in Paris, France, Gay Paris.
Hey,
you know?
when your 401k is killing it like ours is, you travel.
And it's interesting because this architecture we're in front of right here reminds me of a very popular sexual position, which is going to be our topic of the day, which is Eiffel Tower. The architecture of the Eiffel Tower, which a lot of people don't know. It is a sexual position involving 3 consensual human beings.
Even if they know it, they don't always appreciate it.
They don't know, where do I go? You know, am I in the middle? Am I the top? Do I touch hands? Do I touch genitals? I'm not sure how to go.
Where did this come from?
Where to go? But
how do you spell Eiffel? Is this related to Gwen Eiffel from PBS NewsHour?
We'll get into all that, but I don't want to talk too much.
We'll have to talk about the Gwen Eiffel Tower as well.
Please remind me, Delilah, please. But we do have a very special guest, and he's walking up right now with a basket full of puppies. Hey, how's it going? Welcome.
Hey. What's going on?
Hey,
gentlemen?
How are you? Now, we know you very intimately, but some of our audience probably doesn't. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience out there?
Yes, of course. I am Alan T. Black. I'm a intrauterine insemination medical doctor and D.D.S. Went to the prestige University of Maryland University College of the School of Dentistry and Husbandry Gynecology.
God,
that's a lot of schools.
It's just one.
We saved
a lot of topics.
One school, a lot of topics. We saved you for our anniversary show because you probably have more dentist expertise than we do.
You don't just whip this guy out anytime and anywhere.
No, we would love to have you on every day, but you've actually moved here recently. How do you like living in Paris as opposed to
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
talk about the expat life.
Yeah.
the expat they treat me very beautifully here.
Yeah.
And me being in the field of husbandry, I only work with animals. Because I don't know if you know that Paris is having a bovine shortage. So they contacted my professor where I was doing my tenuring, and they said, "Hey, do you know anybody that can stick some bull semen up some bovine?" And then they said, "Hey, Professor Black."
If only Cape Town's water crisis was that easy to solve.
Is that why you had the basket full of puppies with you?
Oh yes. See, we was these are actually some of our products. So I heard they had a lot of rats here, so we brought in the puppies to maybe balance out the population.
Man, so what area of your expertise does that fall into?
Husbandry.
Husbandry, yeah.
Duh. Well, I didn't realize there was such an importance of balancing out rats to puppies.
Yeah. I mean, you just see a bunch of rats. That's why it's kind of like animal gentrification, if you will. You get tired of seeing so many dirty rats and stuff, and
the puppies move in.
Hey, kind of
raise the property
rent.
rent. Yeah.
Oh,
Kind of.
It happens in the animal world too. That is so unfortunate.
Yeah, my kids, I've only ever let them have a rat for a pet because I couldn't afford a puppy.
Yeah, well, you get some fish, and then you ain't gonna worry about none of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what you have? Do you have children?
Oh no.
No.
I don't do any inseminations of my own.
Oh, no, you are an attractive young guy. Did you say you're black?
No, my last name is Black, but
Okay.
I am of the Caucasian nationality.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So you don't get out there very much?
No. I come from a small back road county town of Arkansas, United States, and
An expert in husbandry, yet he doesn't even date.
Oh my god!
I don't have
That's
time.
unfortunate.
I just don't have time for the ladies or the gentlemen.
But they love you here. How do you turn them down politely? What if let's do a little role play here? Like Delilah is a nice, attractive young woman. Are you into men, women?
Animals.
Wait a minute. You're into animals?
Well, I mean, sometimes I'm elbow deep in the animal. I mean, this is a
You never listened to his podcast, Husbandry Material?
yeah.
All right. Well, let's say Delilah, come on up. Role play some different animals, and we'll see what happens here.
Bah.
Oh.
Bah.
Si vous plaît, pour je ne mange fromage.
How'd you know that this sheep is French?
Oh, because it's Parisian. And just I'm assuming.
Parisian wool.
Dude, I was doing a pretty good Parisian.
I know.
Yeah, you
Sheep
can't
accent.
hear the accent. That's
No.
South Paris.
So
You
come
want to
on.
hear my Southern American
Yeah,
sheep?
yes, please.
Bah.
Okay, a little nasally, more nasally. So, how did that interaction go? Would you go on a date with him, Delilah, or?
Oh, I would have gone to town on that.
And what about you? Was that an attractive young sheep or no?
I wouldn't. I don't know if I would date, but I'd probably take it to a nice farm out in Bordeaux or something. Up in the North Country.
Wine country.
Yeah.
Are you a one man to one animal type of guy, or would you?
Well, yeah, I do not have assistants that help me out when I'm doing my inseminations of animal uteri.
I know you're more for animals. Let's just try a little role play for maybe a female human. Would you do that for me, Delilah, please?
Sure.
You already have the name for it.
Hey, easy there. Fake doctor. Bonjour. I'm from Arkansas. You look familiar.
Oui, je m'appelle Alvin. I'm sorry, you're making me real nervous right here. You got me all pressed pine under the armpits.
Would you like to eat cheese and eat wine with me? And then we find someone else and we go to the top of a tower and we kiss 3-way kisses.
Oh man, that made me my ding-a-ling shake a little bit. I gotta be honest. Can I say ding-a-ling on
absolutely.
on air?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
an international podcast. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Well, actually, while you're bringing up Delilah brings up a good topic. Our topic of the day today is Eiffel Tower, the architecture of the Eiffel Tower. And we're getting to, I actually have a diagram right here, which I'd like to show each of you. And we'll put this on our website. Yeah.
Did you know how tall the Eiffel Tower is?
How tall?
6,900 and 69 feet.
Well, actually, you have to break that down in the metrics. We in Europe, so that's kind of like 18,000 kilometers or something like that.
God, you guys are so smart. I feel like...
But people don't understand. Like, that's... Imagine you were working on that thing back in the 1870s, and your wife packed you a bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
Well, the actual architecture, you can Google this too. The actual architecture guy that, hold on, I'm busting my eggs real quick. I bring my work with me sometimes. The actual architecture that made the Eiffel Tower, he had his own hotel room or his own living space up there, so he wouldn't have to leave.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's like the movie Hugo. You remember that one?
Oh.
Children's movie?
I wouldn't
The
watch
Whale?
it because I was scarred by the
Hugo the Whale.
hurricane of the same name.
Hurricane Hugo. What's with the eggs over here? Are those fresh from your farm? Did you inseminate those guys or what?
No, I got these from the store.
Are you the father? Are you the father?
Man, that's just cannibalism. Man.
That would be if you ate your own children. Golly.
Yeah.
I would eat my children if they made an omelet.
What is the weirdest thing you've come across in your times with animals that you've seen?
The weirdest thing I came across. Oh, I did come across a hermaphrodite horse one time.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey. They were like, oh, I see, no pun intended. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. They were like, hey, Dr. Black, you think you can inseminate this horse? And I said, to what, another horse? Or, have another horse inseminate? They're like, no. It's a hermaphrodite horse, and it's got a penile and a vagina. And we need to see if we can create, if we can clone itself. And his penis, his whole penis don't bend, so we gotta extract the semen from his shaft and put it back into his uteri. So I said, all right, let's go ahead and let's get the gloves and do some work. And we're still waiting to see what happens.
Reminds me of that classic stand-up bit. If I was a hermaphroditic horse, I'd never leave the stable.
Hey.
Which actually reminds me of you're eating an egg.
There's no video here, so you can't see this. But Dr. Black is legit eating an egg.
Yeah, and he's got puppies crawling all over me.
Oh, what
I do want to mention, which we haven't mentioned a sponsor in a long time, but all this talk about horses makes me think of one of our sponsors. One of our longtime sponsors is Aunt Marie's Horsecock Lube. For whenever you need to disconnect two horses that are connected by their genitals, Aunt Marie's Horsecock Lube.
Yeah, promo code Sexperts, and if you tweet at #HorsecockLube, they're running a contest this month where you can get a free vacation to the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah. All you got to do is the Horsecock Lube Challenge, where you have a bucket of Horsecock Lube and you pour it over your head, and you have to walk home.
No matter how you got there, and no matter where you are.
You might want to run there because from my expertise, horse lube, horse cock lube drives very quickly. You can get stuck in the middle of traffic while you're trying to cross the street.
Like Elmer's glue.
Yeah, and you want to be careful, especially if you do that around here in Perry.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of roundabouts, man.
By the way, we should probably address the scandal. I mean, everyone's read the newspaper, the online.
Macron?
That Aunt Marie's Horsecock Lube test revealed there was actually actual horsecock in the Horsecock Lube.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But they have changed suppliers. They have dealt with it, and
oh my God,
all organic at this point. Mm-hmm. So that's behind them.
I heard they used to boil it while it's still wiggling. See, that's inhumane. That's just not right.
Well, it's still as in they dip their ding dong in the boiler.
Well, no, that's crazy talk, man. They just after the horse gets shot because it's no longer usable.
Oh my God.
They cut the wheel off and while it's still like dangly,
it's like a chicken head. You cut the head off a chicken, it still walks around. Oh my God!
They don't make a clean cut. They twist the little wiener around like this. You gotta have strong wrists for that, and they just twist until it snaps off, and then you gotta drop it into like a boiling hot cauldron.
And if you gotta get to it quick because if rigor mortis sets in, you can't. It's wasted.
Yeah.
Did you say cauldron with 3 syllables?
Mm-hmm.
Calderon.
Mm-hmm. When in Perry,
That's right. I know no French.
Speaking of no French,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No French.
I like to say no French and no French.
Yeah.
K-N-O French. It's like a bumper
No
sticker.
French, no French, which is a good segue, I believe, into our topic of the day, which is the architecture of the Eiffel Tower. And I got this diagram back out. You were cracking into another egg. How many eggs a day do you eat?
Oh, usually about 6 to 8. I gotta keep my protein levels high. I mean, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
when you get your fingers in a chicken's little tight woo woo, I mean, it is terrible for the chicken, and I just feel so nasty. That's why nowadays I just usually just deal with cocks. Yeah.
So you also mentioned that you're an animal dentist as well?
Oh yes.
So do you, I mean, chickens have beaks, right? They don't have teeth as well? Or do you do the beaks as well?
I do not discriminate on the mouths of animals. You know, whatever. You know, if he has a little canker sore in there, you know, it's just equally as uncomfortable for a chicken as it is for a human being. And you know, we all want to live in peace.
When I was in college, I tried to major in animal orthodontistry.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, that's not a thing.
Well, I mean, most animals don't need braces except for goats.
Why do goats need it?
You ever seen the mouth of a goat?
No, I've never gotten
Plus,
close.
they always eating like craziness, like barbed wires and potato sacks and just whatever they can put their mouth on. It's just crazy.
Oh, goats. That's the name of my next podcast. Oh, goats with Delilah. Hey there.
So you probably make a good living off of this, but do you have any books coming out, autobiography, a movie based on your life?
Oh yeah,
Anything coming up?
my thesis research is actually being it's actually made it all the way to Vienna, Switzerland, and is being published by Lou Jean Vidang.
Yeah.
And the title is My Life in the Hole. And it's all about the process of in vitro of an animal.
Okay.
This time we talking about the narwhal. And, you know, it's tricky because you got to get a scuba suit on and you got to just swim up in there. And then, you know, you would think that the narwhal vagine would be naturally wet, being that it is an aquatic animal.
I did assume that.
But, you know, stimulation.
I assume nothing.
Stimulation is very important, even in the animal kingdom.
How would you stimulate a narwhal? What's kind of narwhal foreplay, which is a good topic for the next week? What's narwhal foreplay look like?
Oh, you rub on its antler that has got on its little nose. You just rub on it and tickle it a little bit, and you know, tell it, you know, hey, beautiful. And then it just, you know, it parts its ways, and you do what you got to do.
For some reason, I think it's because of my certified professional midwifery background. I gotta. That was very seductive. I gotta do some more role play. But Delilah, would you please be the narwhal, and could you please turn on this narwhal, Dr. Black?
It's gonna be okay. Dr. Black here, he's gonna take care of you.
He's got an entire egg in his mouth.
I got an entire egg in my mouth. You got an entire egg in your canal. Oh, it's not going to be like Panama, baby. We're going to go nice and slow. We're going to take it easy. You're going to be a mommy one day. And you're going to populate this earth off. That little narwhal baby just going to swim around with a little horn on his head. And just go, meh, meh. It's going to be beautiful. It's the miracle of life. Nothing to be scared about.
It's the what life?
The miracle.
The miracle life.
Miracle of life.
Delilah, how's it working for you?
I think my narwhal just came.
You gotta be careful, man.
God, yeah, you are. What? So your entire book, your life in the hole, is all about your narwhal. Would you call it an obsession or just?
Was it all about the narwhal, or was it about all animals?
Well, I talk a preface a little bit about all the animals in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Hold on. Speaking of Ocean Kingdom, that is Charles Cousteau.
What, calling you?
Yeah, he's the great grandson of the famous Jacques Cousteau.
No, you know him?
Yeah, well, I know his great grandson.
Well, you know, yeah. What is he like?
He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He likes to surf most of the time.
In surf, yeah.
Yeah, and he's pretty much piggybacking off his great granddaddy's
Can you blame him?
Yeah.
You know, me and Delilah, we worked our way up from the gutters. You know, we had nothing.
If my name was Delilah Cousteau, I wouldn't be hosting this stupid podcast.
My dad wasn't, he wasn't certified professional midwifery royalty. You know, he didn't teach me. I learned myself. Are you self-made man as well?
Oh, I'm self-made. You know.
What'd your parents do?
Oh, well, my daddy, he was the sheriff of the county that I grew up in
Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was a failed professional putt-putt golfer.
A puppet golfer?
Putt-putt.
Oh, I thought it was a puppet. I'm like, how he do that? His hands is full.
You like puppets? What kind of entertainment you like?
Oh, sometimes I like to go out and just stare at empty bean cans on the fence.
France is all about puppets, isn't it?
Oh. Wait, do you put the bean cans up there, or you just like to find them naturally?
Well, it was when I was a child. Somebody would put them up there, and I would just stare at them and say, "Man, the night be dark and the stars be out. On a clear night in the middle of a hot Arkansas summer, and I just look at them and be like, man, put those cans out there." And I would just wonder, because the nearest neighbor wasn't for 20 miles.
Yeah.
My daddy was out there, taking care of the bad guys. And, my mama was always so tired after, we had a little bit of a farm ourselves. So she would spend most of her time shaving the wool off the sheep.
Oh.
And that would just tire her. I mean, bless her heart.
Yeah.
That would just tire her out. So, I knew we didn't need no beans. We didn't have no beans.
I get tired of shaving my own legs,
Yeah.
That is such a mystery. And will you ever find out this mystery of who put the bean cans up?
I'm gonna have to one day. I'm just gonna have to.
Golly. Well, speaking of mysteries, I do want to get to our topic today, which is the architecture of the Eiffel Tower, because there are three people. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of different.
It's sort of like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit of
You're right.
positions.
Are you a religious man, Dr. Black?
No, I am a man of science.
That's right.
So I believe in Darwinism and the Kama Sutra, and sometimes it's not a complete Scientology, but I do think Tom Cruise has some nice things to say every now and again.
You ever met that guy?
No.
Well, let's get him on the show sometime. Actually, get Cousteau on the show too. I mean,
okay.
I know he's your buddy or anything. You don't have to, but
you know who I could get? I could get that little that Bindi Irwin. I know her and her mom.
The crocodile hunter's daughter?
Yeah, the crocodile daughter, yeah.
You dated her, didn't you?
No, she's a little too young for me. Come on.
She's like 18 now.
Well, she's 19. I've asked her.
You should put yourself out there. You are a charming man.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice.
Speaking of charming man, I think us three should go up in this Eiffel Tower, and we should Eiffel Tower ourselves,
Oh, that would be so fantastic.
Would you like to? Would you like to Eiffel Tower with us?
Yeah.
All right, so let's say Dr. Black, Dr. Alanese, and Mr. Haydair all go up in the Eiffel Tower and just Eiffel Tower each other,
Yeah, and I'll bring the little puppies, too, because you don't know. I mean, they might have some bats up there.
You have some extra eggs for us?
Well,
I always got some eggs.
I was going to cover all these charts and notes on the podcast, but I guess we don't have time for that.
Oh, that's fine, yeah.
I'll take them up because they're going to be handy.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of how to, what not to do, what to do.
But we'll demonstrate all that. Thank you so much. You are a font of knowledge. Every time you come on the show, which is this first time, but every time I see you, every time I think about you, I have to say, hey.
Yeah.
Hey. What hole's he in?
I only deal with one hole sometimes. Well, sometimes I do have to scrape the semen out of the pee hole of another bovine, but
All right, that's where we'll leave it. So, as always, we are your Sexperts. I am Dr. John T. Alanese, CPM.
And I'm Delilah Haydair, and I'm about to be a middle bar in a famous French tower.
See you sex time.
Bye.
Da-da-to-do, it's simply true, we're the Sexperts.
That's our show. If you like what you heard and you think it was worth $1, join the official Sexperts fan club at patreon.com/Sexperts podcast. A special thanks to the Push Comedy Theater and all of our supporters. Bye-bye.